Good evening, is what I say. Ooh, how we all doing? I see Nelly did get a notification. That's all good. How you doing, Slim, on this Tuesday? I don't know why I'm talking like that. How are we all? It's still warm. It's still warm. Yeah, it is. Oh, Ollie, the Green Witch from Greenwich. That'd have been a good one. How you doing? Hope you're well, my dear, on this lovely Tuesday with the sun is actually shining more now than it was earlier. Hope you got your coffees. I've had my dinner. Scrambled egg, waffles and beans. Oh, steak pie. Oh, very unlike you, Slim, to be eating. Oh, happy days. It's Tuesday, so literally, like, I've got something I want to say, and other than that, it's down to you guys, really. So, what can I say? What can I say? I'll have to talk nicely while you're eating a steak pie for dinner. Very regal. But yeah, it's all good in the hood. But yes, I literally emailed Jake with about 10 minutes to go. Yes, I know. My bad. My bad. My bad. So sad. But he is here. Buongiorno.
Hello, how are you?
How you doing, mate? I just realised I've got my headphones on. I ain't switched them on.
Can't do that, can you?
Part and parcel of being a wizard. Half stupid and all. But yeah, we got there. We got there.
Did you enjoy?
Oh, I know. I did, mate. I did celebrate a bit prematurely when they scored the first goal, which was disallowed for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah. I think the best bit was the fight. Right at the end.
Yeah, because Paribi's got a red card as well.
Yeah. And that's the second time they've got 2 red cards in a World Cup final now.
I did tweet, sore losers, snowflakes, bullies.
Yeah, but to be honest with you, though, I admire the shithousery that they get up to. I think I find it funny that all the dirty tricks, all the elbows in the back, and the little stepping of the toes, things like that, grabbing the shorts. I think it's funny. It's what Italians built up an entire footballing philosophy around it.
They did. I mean, as an ex-footballer, I can't stand unsportsmanlike conduct, but I was, I have faked a few stamps on my foot and gone down in order for their corner to be wiped out, so I get a free kick.
Nice. But to be perfectly honest, though, I just don't like Spain. I just find them really boring. I can't watch them for very long because they literally send me to sleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say their football's actually pretty. I mean, they passed it, they kept it well, and at principle, they're not Argentina, so I was cheering for them. But as a whole, they have their moments, a bit like Argentina as well.
But what kind of a game is it where you have one of the teams only manages one shot in 120 minutes?
I know, absolutely ridiculous, wasn't it? It was crazy because they had like 20 shots, 16 on target, and at one point they were 0, weren't they, at full time or whatever? Ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, good evening, Rob. Thank you for your email. I'm going back to you about that. But I can answer your question there. You can get a red card after the game because it will affect the next game that you play in. So when they play the next World Cup qualifier, he will miss 2 games in that if he's selected. And in the game can be sent off at any point during, before, or after the match. I remember a few years ago, one of my favourite Argentinians, Claudio Canigia, was sent off. He wasn't even on the pitch, but he was sent off. He shouted at the referee.
Yep, you can be a yellow card or red card, whether on the pitch or off the pitch. So Got to be on your best behaviour. It's supposed to be, a sport. We're sportsmen, not snowflakes.
Yeah.
But I understand passion.
Yes, and there was no policy of punishment up until 1970, really. They brought in the yellow and red cards because of the fact that in this 1966 World Cup, Pele got the shit kicked out of him to the extent he couldn't carry on because there were no substitutions then. So they brought in the yellow and red card, and we've had it ever since. Yeah.
Which is genius. But that Spanish dude went absolute somersault crazy, didn't he, when he got tackled? Went absolutely flying. Hilarious. He's going, no. You're like, mate, are you for real?
That's what I mean. That's what I love about it. They will blatantly do that. Blatantly punch someone in the face, and then they'll be there going, no, please. Brilliant.
Oh, yeah, it did make me chuckle. But, there's me having scrambled egg and omelettes. Look, she's got omelette and chips. I mean, scrambled egg and waffles, same thing, but different way. Okay, cool.
Never mind that. What was more important was the day before, the game nobody wanted to watch, but was the match of the entire tournament.
Yeah, that was mental. I'll tell you what, though, after 15 minutes of the second half and it come back to 4-3, I was like, oh my word.
Yes, I know. What a goal from Jude Bellingham right at the end there.
Mate, that was just... Yeah. Do you remember Michael Owen when he done that with Argentina? He legged it all that way and scored.
Yeah, definitely. We shouldn't forget that he settled as a midfielder. He was the only midfielder who was in the list for the Golden Boot as well. An absolutely fantastic performance from him, regardless of whether people think he's really arrogant or whatever. I think he has got the right to be because he does have the skills and is arguably the best player in the world at the moment.
Try it without my headphones. I'm getting too hot. So as long as there's no bounce back on the microphone, it should be all right.
Yeah, I can't hear anything.
CHOOSEday. That's good then. Happy days.
Michael Owen, the Welsh footballer, yes. Hello, Ryan Giggs play for England schoolboys.
Yeah, Ryan Giggs. I'll tell you what, Gareth Bale would have been someone to have put for England.
Yeah. Actually, didn't Declan Rice play for Ireland? I've got a feeling he did.
I think did he when he was younger? I think he did.
Yeah.
I think.
And
let me ask Google.
Michael Elise, he could have been playing for England. That's the thing that's got him. Is it Michael Elise? Whatever his name is, Elise from France. British
he made three appearances for Ireland under Martin O'Neill, but switched to England in 2019.
I thought he did.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well,
I think there are some very dubious rules about who can play for what country. Because I think it used to be grandparents. Because I remember that's how Vinnie Jones got into the Welsh team. But I do think that there are some very peculiar cases of people from African countries, for example, managing to get to play for national sides.
So I went to look that up, and it came up saying that Kaylee Hottle, she's a deaf actress who's 18, got killed in a car crash. She was in the what's it called? Godzilla vs. Kong film.
Oh, I don't know who that is, I'm afraid.
It's only 18.
Used to hear things
I just saw that she was 18 and deaf, and then she got killed in a car crash. But bloody hell. That's mental.
It is mental.
But yeah, what was I going to say? What about bloody this anti-Burnham thing? Oh my god, mate.
His cabinet,
Yeah,
a fraudster as deputy PM. Jesus Christ! And
I
then
don't
we've
get.
got
But she's not Secretary of State in it or something, rather than Deputy PM.
yes, she is the de facto deputy PM though.
Yep,
Rayner, the tax dodger's back in.
for housing.
Yeah, again.
I
The
was
worst
glad
one,
that Reeves got sacked.
yes. How can Miliband hold any serious place in a cabinet?
Yeah.
In it, to see them all together in Downing Street look wrong. It just looked like these people have got no idea what they're doing whatsoever. And in a way, that could be a good thing because they might just what loads everything to give us the reset that we need.
I can't see it going well. I reckon this cabinet's just going to go Pete Tong.
It is. It will do that because they've got no mandates. The only people who voted for them are the people of Makerfield.
Yeah. And what do you reckon? They got. Oh, I can't even say her name. Like Miata Fenbula or whatever as the new net zero secretary, energy secretary, instead of Ed Miliband. Is she going to be just as bad or worse?
Well, this is something that not just because she's an ultra leftist and has been a mouthpiece on many channels in the past, so we know what she's all about. But there is one person that doesn't get mentioned very often, who is the most powerful one of the lot, and you should really look out for. And she was definitely there holding Burnham's hand today, and that's the Cabinet Secretary, Dame Antonia Romeo. And she's ultra woke, ultra human rights, really, really nasty piece of work. Exactly the sort of person that will slit your throat as soon as look at you. She's thoroughly horrible person, and so she's the cabinet secretary, effectively the one that pulls all the strings. So some people would argue that it has more power than the actual prime minister. The trouble is with this lot, all they should do, if they're smart, which they're not, is they would come in and they would look at all of the different things that people have actually asked for. They would make token gestures to make it look as if they were actually doing that to quieten people down, and then do whatever they were going to want to do after they've done it. But this looks stupid. They won't. They'll just double down on all the things that people don't want. And because people don't want them, and because they've inherited the poison chips from Keir Starmer, the most unpopular person ever, they're already starting on a downer. And every single time you do something wrong, the answer is going to come back at them. Well, no one voted for you, and that will make their untenable eventually.
Yep. What's going on with Bess's? What's that channel called? Best of Best or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I haven't a clue.
What happened there? Triggered?
I tend to pop in sometimes. It's usually on quite late, and I tend to bed about midnight.
Yeah, I don't normally see it. I don't normally do much online after probably, I don't know, 7, 8, sometimes. That's at the latest, you know what I mean? So,
yeah. Well, Robert has got, his Uncle Bob here has got the answer that I think people should pay more attention to. And he's put it as big government is not. I would put it in, I would take exactly the same concept and say what we need to do to make our government more effective is slim it down. We don't need to have all these unelected NGOs making decisions and influencing things. All we need to have is the people who make the decisions. That's it. You only need to have teams of advisors and teams of left-wing lawyers consulting on everything and translators and all this shit. If they could cut that down, they would save billions.
Yep. Trying a space background.
Nice, I liked it.
Give it a go. Getting bored of that other one.
Well, I like astronomy, so I would like it.
Yep, I like the photos that Rob sent. I was like, oh, being a wizard, I thought, oh, so I should actually go through his photos and find one and use one of them.
You should do. It really is amazing looking through telescopes and just seeing what's there that is there all of the time. We just don't have the capacity to see it without being able to look through these devices. Once you see it and you know that it's there, it is very humbling experience.
I did see a video, Voyager 1, still going. Like, literally, it runs like on less power than the light in your fridge, is what the bloke described it as. Makes you realise. And so even that sending back, they thought something to do with like our universe and its gravity stops at some point, and then there's a barrier, and then there's something else. But apparently it's all... They're like, uh-oh, and scientists have actually got it wrong.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with science, isn't it? It's, although it presents itself as being a set of facts, in many ways it's actually a set of constantly updated facts.
Yep. So, did Montgomery get a membership? Yeah, he's gone from white to green.
Yeah.
Oh. Who else?
Very nice.
Oh, Rob T got one as well. Oh, that's good timing. Let's have I've got to open up a different window to have an investigation. Let's see who else got one. That's two people that are actually here right now. That's good. Because that's what Rob tries to do, isn't it? Like trying to hit the people that are here, but it's a blooming nightmare.
Definitely Binky. He's got one.
I thought he had one anyway.
Rob T, Binky, so that leaves another 8.
Where we got Pork Chop, Montgomery, Angel, Zoe, Henry, Duncan, a load of eyes, Rob T, JH6, Captain Nobes, and that's it, I think. Yeah,
Captain
that's it.
What?
Nobes.
Oh,
Captain Obes. Sorry. OBES. He's been around because I recognise the thingy, but...
Yeah, Binky, we've all been there, man. We've all been there.
So, I'll tell you, in the back end, it shows me, like, you get a goal. You can actually set a goal up. And that is just like, I hate it. I tried it once and I was like, do you know what? That makes me feel so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, you know, if you get 10 super chats, you'll do a quick Q&A or whatever. So I set it up. Saying that, I think I've done it a few times, about 2 or 3 times, and then I've never done it again. I was like, that's one, it's annoying. And 2, it's a bit, who do you think you are? Do you think, oh, if I get 10 super chats, do you know what I mean? I was like, no, just
people do that.
No. Not my cup of tea.
I think that if you were someone that wanted to make money out of this particular medium, I think that there are many ways that you could exploit things like that, and that people will find that rewarding, and that I find disturbing.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like when I have a good one or whatever, I tell the missus, I'm like a little kid at Christmas. I'm like, oh, you wouldn't believe it, blah, blah, blah. But I don't sort of go, oh, I hope it happens next time or anything like that. I just enjoy it when it happens because I know I've not done anything to force people to do it. Like, you know, like that, there's some bloke called DSP, Dark Side Phil, and he's like, oh, well, if you people, I've been live for an hour, not one of you have donated a penny. So if I don't get anything the next half an hour, that's it. I'm having tomorrow off. I'm not coming back. What's the point? And I'm like, mate, what? But I do it because I want to. This is my get out of jail free card. This is because, like, you know, like yourself, you know, you're in your house. We live in like cocoons in this day and age, don't we? Some of us sort of mentally ill people go around going, "Oh, hey,
Coon. I can't say coon.
cocoon."
Oh yeah,
I mean,
cocoon.
in a cocoon. You just got me striked, don't you? Because you said it. I never.
I know. Sorry. I should have waited a few minutes before dropping this.
The only way to get around this is if you donate money and save the whiz.
I mean, how many people do you see that do that sort of thing? I mean, I think it's fair enough if you've set it up as a business and you do a paid sponsorship, for example. Okay, it's irritating, but I understand. But it's the people that come on and they'll just do it on the sly and make out that they're not doing it, when actually you can tell that the entire focus is about making money.
Yep. And I hate the ones where it's actually up on screen. Like, well, Ollie's is now, but they got something there and it says like $300 out of the $3,000 target. You're like, really? Really?
It's just
that cringe,
rude.
mate.
Yeah, and I don't like that sort of thing. I don't like begging. It's digital begging.
Yeah, I can't stand it. But that's why even I think in this one, like I put the Ko-fi link up because I have to, because I want it there, because you know sometimes that can be better than super chats. But I put it in, like when I make my video, I'll do the thumbnail, get it all going. I then go to the video on YouTube, put it in the chat. So by the time like we go live, say, it's literally the first message. So it's gone within seconds, but it's just pinned and that's it. It's just floating there. I don't have to say anything. I don't have to do anything. It's just there. And that's if people want to use it. I'm not, now I've said it now, it's going to look dodgy, isn't it? Like you said it to bring it up. So people, oh, look, do you know what I mean? So that backfire's done it.
He emailed
me
earlier. He said
but
he was
you know,
do
I never
this.
mentioned it. I don't mention it, do I? I don't mention it normally. I have to mention it in order to say that I don't mention
the
it.
essay he sent me today. You want to see that, people?
Dear.
Whole essay saying, well, I want to start today talking about money, but make it look like I'm not trying to get any. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
He did.
That's what I even. Oh, Rob's on it. Rob's on it as well. Cheers, Rob. Rob and Ollie, thank you very much. I love you both. You know I do. There's like going on about money, but that's why even I used to say it. I don't know if you remember. I stopped saying it as well. Saying like, you know, when people do whatever, I like donate or super chat or something. I used to say, well, yeah, I never ask for it. I never do anything. Just watch the adverts, support the channel. And I thought, do you know what? People might think I'm doing some sort of reverse psychology here. So I've even stopped saying that because it might backfire and they'll be like, no, but you just say, oh yeah, you don't do super chats and you don't do your Ko-fi, but the link's up there, but then you say you don't do it, but you're saying that you don't do it because you're saying you have got it, mate, grifter. So I'll stop saying that and all. Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, it's there, end of scenario. So, but I mean it, like, listen, ladies and gents, watch the adverts. That's it. It costs you nothing apart from a few seconds, and it helps. And I can get £2 to £3 a day from ad revenue. The other day, because I had some time off, you wouldn't believe it, 4p I made. 4p. How am I supposed to afford my mansion and my Ferrari on 4p?
Wow.
Donate now. Down.
Wow. Look at that. You see, we don't mention it on here and it starts pouring in. You just had 9 chat sent to you from Sharky there. Sharky.
Oh, Jake and I, we do the divvies after.
We can nearly afford a pint now.
Oh, mate, I hate it. I hate it. But, cheers, Sharky. Save the whiz. Ray. Thanks, mate.
No point me having a Ferrari. I can't drive.
I'll tell you what, though, mate. I've been married long enough. I know I can drive the wife up the wall. So, yeah, that counts. Oh, dear.
Here from Uncle Bob that I think is a good one. What do you think about FIFA having a halftime show? Yeah.
Monetizing it, grifting, literally what we're talking about. That's all that
Same
was to
with,
do. Money.
and their hydration breaks as well. Exactly the same.
I use that at my solicitor. Look, Ollie says, I gift because I want to. I've not blackmailed anyone.
Yeah.
I'm not
Thanks for that.
currently blackmailing anyone. But thing is, that all goes in like when I get sorted, because I've got the dentist in September as well. I'm hoping, would it be nice like to get my teeth done by the end of the year or something? That'd be cushy. But then
It
I
will.
know once teeth, I'll be more than willing. Well, I can get this out my face. That'd be nice. And then I can actually go out and about. So I'll actually be asking you guys, you know, if you want me to go anywhere, and if there's YouTube fundage, then that's what I will use. I will use it, you know, to bring more content to you guys. So, you know, I don't use any of it for anything in life ever. So just so you know, it just sits there and I'll build it up and then I'm gonna do stuff. So you know what I mean? Live the dream, as they say. But I might get around to what's going on in Pompey.
That's what I think is a good thing. It's very organic. It's nothing forced. People can donate if they wish to. They're not obliged to. They don't have to. Nobody thinks any better or worse of you for doing it, but it's always appreciated.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, I never started this channel to get monetized. I mean, I got monetized because of an alien video that then got copyrighted and removed. So it was a complete fluke. So you know, I was doing it for because I wanted to. It was like, you know, I think I originally said, like, you know, I had my heart attack. I was gutted. I'd never started a YouTube channel. I thought, I've got to start. So that's why I did. Luckily, I was lucky enough because apparently only 1% of actual YouTubers get monetized.
Yeah.
And at that, it was like.
You've got that. You've also got about, what, nearly 7,000 now subscribers, is it?
Yeah, 6,750 because I've lost 15 in the last 4 days.
But that, nothing, is a lot.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't know if it's because, you know, when you got mental health, you're too quick to jump to the negative side of it. It's not that you've got 6,750. It's the fact that you've lost 15 in 4 days, hence why I just said it. You're like, hang on a minute, but what you got? It's not what you've lost, it's what you've got, for crying out loud. Do you know what I mean? I need to give myself a slap sometimes.
And it's also a very reasonable ambition to say, right, within the next few months, I want to get it up to 10,000. That's something that is very doable. It's something that I think people will be very supportive of you for, and it's something that is, you know, is actually reasonable. It's not that you're saying, right, over the next few months, I want to raise 10k. No.
Yeah.
I want to get 10 people.
I would. I'd actually opt for the 10,000 people over 10 grand any day of the week because you're going to build a community. Everyone's going to be in chat, living the dream. Do you know what I mean? So,
no, there's a very nice community that's built here, as I've said before, and it's always a pleasure to see all the people that come in here, whether it's seeing them here or whether it's encountering them in other places, but mostly, of course, here.
Definitely. Let's get Tina Wheels turning.
Tea-time. Steamy windows. Do you know, when I lived in Bangor, I used to work in a record shop there, and we always used to laugh because there was a window cleaner in Bangor whose company was called Stevie Windows. Genius.
Stevie Windows.
So whenever we'd see the van, we'd always sing Stevie Windows.
That is funny. Things that people come up with. But yeah, I did see in the Commonwealth Games the swimming. It said, but I think it's Sean and Amelie or something I saw.
How are they Scottish? She's from Liverpool, isn't she? And he's from Northern Ireland.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, geez.
Maybe the grandparents are Scottish.
Yeah,
I know who will know. No, he's Scottish. You're Scottish, aren't you, Slim? You know everything about Scotland. See if you can tell us.
Yeah, because I ain't got a Scooby-Doo. I don't even know what I am. Because I said last time, didn't I, about doing a DNA test? I might raid the YouTube funds to get a DNA test. But
Yeah.
Dylan got it right. Let us enjoy what we have, not what we want. That's a good saying.
Yeah.
I like that. Well
That is
said,
good.
Dylan. And thank you
Yeah.
very much.
It reminds me of something that I spoke about in therapy for those people who've been in therapies, which was that you should focus on no, don't focus on the past, focus on what you're experiencing right now, and let go of all of the past and of the future, and enjoy the now.
Yep, definitely. One thing I can definitely say, like, I don't know, obviously thought a lot different. As soon as I come back round from my heart attack, is a lot of the crap I was holding on to and the anger and sort of stuff directed at other people, like family and whatever. I was just like,
Mm.
do you know what? Let it go. Oh my God. That feeling of just like letting it go. You would not
Doesn't it
believe how
good?
much baggage you've got on your shoulders just for holding a grievance for the last 30 years. It's pathetic. I let it go. And I was instantly like, that's made a difference. So it is true. And,
It is.
for some people, see, to like for me, I'm more along that, right, just forget it. I'm not forgiving. I'm not that sort of guy, but eventually, but I just forget it. But there's some things in my head I have genuinely like, do you know what? Just forgive that. If I see him, hi, how you doing? Let's be nice about it. So yeah, so
It
to a
is.
degree, it's forgetting and forgiving.
It depends with me. If it's someone that's,
But
I only bite if people try and bite me, and then if it depends who it is, but I'll try and wear them down like Argentina. Just
yeah,
I would just like with it if it were senior management, for example, rather than go in and just kick off and do all that sort of thing, I would try and make their life as difficult as possible so that they wouldn't bother trying to get me into trouble because it's too much trouble for them.
I'm very much like that. I mean, yeah, I'll be like that, but I've got to probably look at myself after at least 6 to 12 months and think, right, maybe I can sort of step back now. I've done what I wanted to or whatever. And
Yeah,
then I consider forgetting it or maybe
yeah.
forgiving.
And that's the problem, is it? Is ruminating things. It doesn't do anybody any good. You might think that it's helping you, and you might think you're processing something, but you're not processing anything. You're holding to things that you shouldn't be.
Yep. The pole angler. Oh, an angler. Oh, that looks like carp. It looks like he's a carp fisherman. Same as my son.
Mm.
So yeah, that's all good.
Oh, and
So
never again. It was cold. It was wet, and I didn't really get it.
I've got to be in the mood. But if I was fishing, well, I wouldn't be fishing. But if someone went fishing, I went. I'll be taking all my stuff with me there, and I'll be doing some painting. So
Yeah, that's a good tip.
oh, well, guess what I done? Right, I knew I had like this plastic straw somewhere, not like a plastic straw, but a proper one. Like when you buy certain drink containers, you get like they're
Oh
hard,
yeah,
aren't they?
yeah.
Quite a hard blue one. That's not that, because that goes with this that like come out as a. This is supposed to be Wizard, Stay Wizard, and they printed it right over the flipping logo. So I took that off the shop, and then I
What
deleted my
is wrong?
shop. But I had a straw, and I thought, oh, I'd actually done some blow art,
Oh, very
and
nice.
some it come out quite nice. I was like, oh, so I've been having some fun doing that. It was quite thick as well to make sure it all blended and that. And I was like, and then I've gone to blow a bit. As I've gone like that, I'm holding my beard. I didn't realise, but my hair's like that, sat in it. No.
Have you tried doing any drip painting or doing like a swirl?
Yeah, I've done some before where I put like blobbies all over it, and then I start like angling it and let it all run and all stuff like that.
Yeah,
Um, And that's how that started. And I thought, no, I've got a straw, and I couldn't find it. Since I'd done my makeover here, I couldn't find it. And I thought, actually, I've got a random box with all my art stuff in it. And then I found it. I'll show you me blow art. I'm going to show it off, geez, because I'm going to put it all up on Art Pal. It's going on Art Pal, and it's going to be available to buy, but not for a lot, obviously, because it's my art.
Right.
I looked on there. People sell their stuff for like 150 quid up to about 10 grand. I was like, well, there's me with my £29 or £19 artwork. But 2 seconds.
Well, I see we've got Kay's in the house. Good to see you. See, you've been painting rocks, which is a much better smoking rock, that's for sure.
Finding it.
And Robert, yes, thank you. I did get your emails. I am in the process of replying to you, so thank you for sending those. I was shit at art at school. I don't know about anyone in the chat. I was shit at it, but I wanted to be really good at it. I could draw cartoons, but proper art, no, it didn't really work for me. But then I had words and music, so I wasn't so disappointed.
I have got drippy art. I thought I'd done one. That's why I said it. I was like, yeah, and I thought, no, did I do something with that? But no, I've got it. So here we go, ladies and gents. As always, it ends up like me trying to do my art show. This should be on my other channel, The Wizard's World, but oh well. So I'll show you the small one first. The small one first, because I had some, it's signed, yes, and it's been varnished. I had some browns left, and I didn't know what to do with them. So I painted a black background. When it dried, I started blowing it all. So that went all weird. I don't know if you can see in the light.
Yeah, it's like things like that. When it has a sort of marble.
Yeah, my missus liked it. This was the other blow art. This is huge. This is huge. I don't know.
Yeah, nice. See, that would look good as a guitar.
Around that way.
Yeah, that's that would look great on the front of the guitar.
It's quite freaky, isn't it? And then, like the one that I said to you about running, I'll make it all run and that. I've got the spray can on silver on it as well. Where's my signature? There. That's silver.
Very nice. See that? I like it.
That's silver, red, and black and yellow.
I see that we've got some who are here in the chat as well. So if any of you would like my portrait, I would like it to be in the style of my avatar, and preferably in the style of Napoleon or a sort of 17th century lord. That would be great. Very nice.
See that in the middle? That in the middle is 24 karat gold leaf.
Wow.
I called that the journey. And then I've done some proper work, but like shadow type.
Yeah.
There's some land. There is some land on it, the ocean and that's my fantasy landscapes. And then I've done one today and I called it Islands, obviously. But I went for the yellow.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
I was going to that would be my Spinnaker Tower one, but I decided not.
I would do it if I were you, Wiz.
Go to school and learn how to paint.
Yeah. Yes, I would, because it's something that you can obviously natural ability, but the trouble with natural abilities is they can only get you so far. Once you get the skills that go along with it, you can get more out of what you've already got. Take, for example, a footballer. They can be brilliant, naturally gifted, but if they've got no discipline, they're never going to be a professional footballer.
Yeah, that's true. Because I always try and think
you're not getting it the right way round. Because I'm not saying no, Wiz, you can't paint. You need to go and learn how to paint. I'm saying no, you can paint. Now go and learn how to get more out of your skills.
Yeah, because there's probably certain ways. I mean, I do watch some YouTube videos and that, like, I'll think, oh, how do they do this and do that? Because my missus is like, oh, you can paint trees, stop painting bloody trees. Do you know what I mean? And you need, and that's it. You can get stuck in a rut and you just stick to what you can do. And I'm like, no, I need to, like, broaden the horizons or whatever. And I thought, oh, I've done the blow art, and I like the drippy art, and I've done a portrait of me, So, I'm trying different things. So by probably getting educated in it, I could probably learn other techniques, other styles, and create accordingly. So,
I
has
think
crossed
so.
my.
Well, so that's what I found with guitars anyway, because I love music and I love guitars. Then through having lessons for 4 years, I learned a variety of different styles. So now when I play, I can play a different style or whatever is right for the particular thing. But I wouldn't have been able to do it if I hadn't learned that.
Yep, very true. Yep, I like
But I'm glad to see we've got Jennifer Juniper and Helen's Melons in the chat.
Oh, happy days! Welcome to. I went blank. Tuesday.
Been
I
a
forgot what it
while
was.
since I saw those melons. Been a while.
I'm not painting any melons. All right, geese.
I am.
But yeah, we're Ollie. Like, I was brilliant at art. I don't mind saying, but if you're good, you're good. You know what I mean? We had. I remember a girl at our school. I remember her name, but I'm not going to say it out, obviously. But she was just brilliant. I remember seeing her work, thinking, "Oh my god!" Like I had never in my life seen anything so good as that. And then it sort of clicked in my head, that's why I don't do art. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm not that good. And then I never thought of it again. But then I got done and I banned art for throwing paper mache.
Well, when I was at my first school, they had a brilliant art department there. I used to love it when they'd have things like open days or open evenings. I would always go over to that building because, number one, the food department was also there and all the girls would cook nice food that you could eat. But also, the art department was just amazing because you'd see these pieces of work that you thought you knew what these kids were like in your class, and then you see that they can produce this. It's fantastic. And they were doing things like fashion as well, and it was brilliant. Whenever I could get one of the kids to use their art in my classes, I would always do it. I'd say, can you draw me this or draw me that or whatever. I'd always try and make the most out of that.
Yeah. I was quite good as a kid because I was good at achieving sod all, nothing. All I'd done was play football and cycled my bike. That was it. That's all I'd done.
Well,
and I'd done it.
I'm very much someone who, if I like it, then I really like it. If I don't like it, I don't care about it. Don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah,
I don't really do things in the middle.
Yeah, I can't do things by halves like I do with my painting and the YouTube video. It's like all in or don't bother. I'm very much like that.
Yeah.
So, and that's why.
There were a few subjects I was good at school, though. I think if I could have been bothered, I probably would have done a lot better. But the obvious subjects, really, for me, were English, English literature, history, even drama. Although that was a bit gay. I don't really remember anything else that I was particularly good at. Apart from smoking green, I was quite good at that. But I didn't really care when I was. That was the point. It wasn't. It wasn't I left school and studied music for 2 years afterwards that I realised how much I missed the process of studying literature, and that I went to university then. Right, it was nothing to do with school. It was purely from my own discovery.
Yeah, I just couldn't apply myself or anything, or couldn't take it in or nothing. But I was good at French, and the teacher, Miss Gillette, that I said, but last time she was gutted that I didn't take it because she said the way I spoke and everything. She's like, "Oh, you'll be really good at languages," but I had to drop that in order to do physical education because obviously I thought I have a life in sport, which never happened. So So I was so sporty, I had a heart attack when I was 46, mate.
I was really good at PE. I was great at it. I was consistent in never having my PE kit, never doing the actual lesson, and finding as many ways as I could possible where I would be told to, in inverted commas, run around the field, which meant go around the corner and have a smoke.
I see. Yeah, we had that sort of lot, but I wasn't into none of that. But then, I don't know, I was in a weird place. I don't know, it's quite confusing for me because I didn't feel like I fitted in anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's quite weird. Like when I go back there, it's quite hard to sort of pinpoint what I was thinking or feeling because I was so scatty. And where I
Yeah,
found out certain things, I was just like, what?
I was on sort of the cusp between naughtiness and not naughtiness, where I was, because my mum's from quite a middle class background, although we're very working class. So we always had that instilled in us. We weren't rich enough to be middle class, but we weren't rough enough to be with the rough kids either. But we were associated with them. So that was a difficult thing, but I don't really care, to be honest. What I learned from it all is that I don't really care about joining any particular faction or clique or anything like that. I'm perfectly happy just being myself and perfectly happy in my own company.
Yeah, same here now. That's where I'm at.
And
that made me laugh though, Kelly. I was going to say, raise you a big heart attack, not heart attack, art attack, and poster paint. So it's just that made me chuckle. That made me chuckle. That is a nice one. Slim.
Well, Helen, there's a bit of a looseness there, I think, but it is Tuesday, so I don't know if that means that you could just choose what we talk about or whether you choose to come in and talk about it with us. I don't know. That's up to Wiz.
Whatever. Free to talk about anything you like. Well, you choose. I mean, I started by just doing whatever to like get the ball rolling, but whatever whatever guys you.
If you want to come and talk with us, come and do it.
I was good at portraits and landscape. Ooh.
And you went to a grammar school, did you, Olga? I say. Well, I used to teach grammar school, so there we go. I know what they're like. Very good. So Olga must have had a good education.
I can see it, J-Dub.
I can't see any.
Yeah, that's all. So I've done the old blow art, but I'm going to give that a go. I ain't done it for years, but and that driffy art.
Here's something that I do like very much about this channel and the community that you've built. For example, I was just talking with Slim in the chat the other day, and I mentioned to him The Miller's Tale, and then next time I see him, what has he been reading? He's been reading The Miller's Tale, and I think it's great that we can share things that we know about with other people and share things with us. We try and improve each other's knowledge in that particular way. Yes. What do I think about that Tom debate? I have watched it actually. What I thought about it was that both neither of them know how to have a debate. They just shouted at each other and weren't listening to each other at all, and I think that it was pretty a waste of time. Ilkley grammar, that's near Ilkley Moor then, whereas the infamous UFO incident in 1988.
I'm like 8 minutes behind in the chat. At least you're looking at stuff that's up to date. But but Slim, that's what I was going to do on the Wizard's World. Because I'll have a painting in my head and I'll go live and I'll do it, like set this up so you can see my painting and then we talk and paint. So that's what I was thinking of doing the Wizard's World. So, but sometimes I cringe a bit because I'm like, well, I'm self-taught and not actually like, I'm not brilliant. There's people out there like proper artists. I think, what is this idiot doing? And that makes me cringe. I get embarrassed.
Yeah. I mean, going back to that debate with Danny Tomo and rat-faced Ali, yes, I can see you, J-Dub. I think that neither of them really had anything to say. It was a terrible discussion. Like I say, they just shouted at each other. They didn't listen to each other. Neither of them really had any point. They seemed to, like a lot of people in that sort of situation, they seemed more concerned with having a gotcha moment than actually having a decent debate about things. They weren't particularly good on facts. I seem to remember Danny Tomo said that we held back the Muslim army in 1066, which I think what he was referring to was the Siege of Vienna, which was much later than 1066. But obviously, we make mistakes when we're in the mode these happen. But it wasn't a good watch, and I think that if the camera hadn't been there, Danny probably would have stuck one on him. Yeah, that's about it.
Trying to work out why J-Dub is not visible or something. I don't know if it's a top where you got to do live chat rather than top chat. Which one of them if you can't see people? I'm not too sure, but we can see you, mate.
See you. And let me mark my words here to all of the Islamic people who are out there, that we've beaten you away from our doors before, and we beat you from them again. Once we've beaten you, you'll go back to the deserts, lick your wounds, and you'll say to yourselves, our boys took one hell of a beating.
Make sure, yeah, you're definitely showing up, JW. Yeah, I can see you, so it's all good. Right, I'm gonna fly. I need to catch up with the chat. I'm so far behind. I'm skipping a load. Sorry, people. I'm just too slow. This Jake's like reading out the up to date stuff. I'm just 700 minutes behind, so I'm just scrolling straight past it.
It's my superpower. Fast
I love
reading.
debates. I love debates.
Well, it depends. Are we talking about formal debates here, or are we talking about conversations? Because we saw last time,
conversation as well, as long as it's educational. Because I don't know nothing. Do you know what I mean? Or I know a bit about whatever. Because, like, you know, say when you talk, Jake, you'll say something. I think, I never knew that. That goes in the memory bank. Do you know what I mean?
Good. You mean like having a structured discussion?
Yeah, that can help. Yeah. Otherwise, it can be a bit wishy-washy. Hence why in my things I said to you, like, we need a subject matter on a Sunday rather than just whatever, because it was just a free for all and we're jumping all over the place and people tune in and they'll be like, oh! Do you know what I mean? So, but what does anyone know what happened to Bess? Is her channel disappeared? What's her channel name? I'll look it up. I thought it's Bess is Best or something like that.
Oh, but, Big Brillo's. Big up yourself, Big Brillo.
Big Pad. I mean, Big Brillo Pad. I mean, the original Big Brillo. Is he finished doing the washing up? Best of best. That was it. Best of best.
We've got breaking news here, and I'm not my of it. Uncle Bob says the US is about ready to go in. Could be big.
Her channel was growing nicely, wasn't it? She's doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Where's that gone? Is she taking it down?
I agree with what Helen has said. Debates are competitive. Discussions are better.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it has. It's not there. Oh, I don't want to see that, because she was doing all right, building up a good old chit chat and laughs and that. So I watched her a few times. I don't comment in the chat because, I've got my channel on that. So I've said to you before, innit? I don't want to take conversation away, or they'll be like, "Oh, come up," and I'm not in the mood or something. Do you know what I mean? So I'd rather just sit and just watch it and enjoy it for what it is, and read everyone's chat as well.
Yeah, I go in sometimes. Hello, like I said before, I go to bed at midnight, so it's usually too late for me.
Yeah, I just go in like a spy.
Yes, debate's not argument. Well, actually, an argument is what you think it is. It is simply putting forward your point of view. But people tend to think argument means two people who are in conflict with one another.
Yeah. I see what you're saying, Helen. I've got to be in the mood for certain types of debates. like the Whatever podcast. I keep an eye on them to review little bits and bobs should I need to, because you can get some great content on them. But yeah. But sometimes where it's just like I watch what's his name? What's the bloke? Oh, how can I forget his name? It's always on the tip of me tongue. Does all the space stuff, funny enough, like this, like my boundaries. Smart egg.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, one that
Stephen.
actually. Who?
Stephen Hawking.
No, he's like a version of him, but space only. It's so annoying.
Did you used to?
Give...
This will sound like a very random question to start with, but did you used to have Sky TV in the early 90s or late 80s?
Me, yeah, with Sat1.
Because if you did, you would have probably encountered one of my favourite channels on there that was on at night, Space Night, where they just showed images from space and played this really chilled out music. It's fucking brilliant. Just sit there and have a smoke too.
Oh, well, that's cool. I can't think of his bloody name. No, not Carl Sagan. What are you on about? More up to date. Come on. This ain't helping me much.
Yeah, the old Sky boxes, black box.
Oh, what was his name? I'm so annoyed.
Half German.
Oh, it's showing deGrasse Tyson.
He's a blend.
Not him. Oh, would he be called a scientist? So what's worse is I've got his head. I've got his picture of his head in my head.
Is it Ryan Cox?
That's the one.
Coxie.
Brian Cox.
The one who goes is the one that goes. I know. I love space. I love space. Yes. It's great. Is that him?
Yes. That's what I was trying to think of. I've seen him talk a few times. He's quite interesting. And what he says or how he says it, even my brain understands him.
Well, that's the thing. That it doesn't matter what the subject is. If somebody can't explain it simply and in a few simple words, then there's no point listening to them because they don't know what they're talking about.
How you doing, Tim? Hope you're well, my friend. And Ollie, the Green Witch, has cast another spell, and it's gifted 5 Wizard Words memberships, all helping with the grift. Suit you, sir. Suit you.
Thank you very much, Olga. It must be that grammar school education of yours. All those good manners instilled in you at Ilkley.
Yeah, let me. I've got to open up my other page. I've got to have a kite and see who got them. I'm very nosy, you know. I like to know who's got them because we can read them out and go, ooh, you got a membership. Ooh, aren't you lucky?
I remember Tomorrow was and Judith. Yeah, they used to have some bonkers stuff in this world.
Oh, Yvonne Simpson did. Oh, and Lady J and I did. I've seen her, not for a while though. Twilight. Oh yeah. Well, I think you got there's 3 out of 5, so that's good odds. 3 out of 5 that I recognise. I think I recognise one of the others, but from a while back. So that will email them and then bring them back. So that would be brilliant. So that's the other thing I was saying the other day. Like it emails people to say you've been gifted a membership, so that'll bring them in, and they go, "Oh, thanks for that." Then they hang around and go, "Oh, it's quite good here actually," and we get a new viewer out of it, or an old viewer comes back. So I mean, yes, I know you're saying 5 gifts or 10 gifts or whatever, but they're priceless and that on that side of things because it's all juicy, and that's what I want, viewers. And it all helps thanks to you guys. So thank you very much. Ollie, you green witch, you.
Oh, the Krypton Factor. Yes, I remember that as well. With Gordon Burns, I think his name was.
Oh yeah, that was it. Best Black BB.
Well, what are we choosing then?
I don't know. Oh, Stephen Greer. Yeah. Aliens. So yeah, guys, in chat, like, what do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? I mean, we've only been going an hour, so we've got at least another half an hour. At least.
And obviously, if you want to come and hang out, you can.
Yeah. Anyone? What do you want to talk about? What's in the news? Or like, oh, you got it right as well, Brillo. Whee!
Brian talked about space. Used to be in the band Steering.
Oh, Cox.
Oh no, Helen. See, I'm those irritating people when it comes to quizzes that will give all the answers. But then I will come across some really obvious question that you think I would know that I won't know, and I look really stupid. Like, what's 2 add 4 or something?
I'm flying through some of the chat.
It annoys my family at Christmas when we would play Trivial Pursuit, and they'd have to wait a long time to get a turn.
Oh, speaking of the devil, there you go. Captain Oaks. Hey, you got gifted a membership, me old China. How cool is that? I can't remember if it was from Ollie or from Robert, but it's from one of them. So just thank them both because they both are generous with the gifting.
Oh, there's a good question. Is the guitar in the background electric or acoustic? Well,
that
funnily enough,
acoustic, but it could be electric on the thing.
It is actually both. It's
yeah. So you got the plug in, haven't you?
You can. I'll show you it. This is a Gretsch guitar. It's really big thing. And yes, it's electric. You plug it in here. It's probably hopelessly out of tune. Yeah, it is. I haven't played it for a long time. So yes, that's a semi-acoustic guitar.
Nice. I thought it was a proper full-on acoustic, but you've got the little plug-in bit to make it into an amp.
The acoustic guitars are over the other side of the room. I don't really play them that much.
Ooh. That's guitarism.
Yeah, that's guitarism, yes. And I've got 12-string guitars as well, which sound really, really nice and jangly.
Nice. What are you talking about? His T-shirt. Super Dick.
Did you think I am Hulk?
But yeah, whatever you're talking about in the chat is what we're talking about here. So, like, you need to tell us what you want to talk about, whether it's Andy Burnham's new cabinet, which we mentioned at the beginning. I don't know, Iran, what's going on with Trump, what I had for tea. Yeah. Costa Coffee still not sponsoring my channel for some strange reason, or Nescafe.
Now, I know that Slim had a nice pie for him because he mentioned it to me earlier, and I hope that he enjoyed his pie. And what did everyone else have there this evening? What did you have? I had a Tesco curry. It was all right. It did the job. Nothing special. I couldn't be honest. That's true of every day.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
Yeah.
The guitar, let it rip. Good evening, all you wonderful people that I've missed. Missed what, with a dart?
The back of my chair, son. No burqa there. Or if you mean here, that's the bed sheet.
If
Helen,
you're asking, to be honest, mate,
what?
I'm going to say it's a Burke on the chair.
Helen always says rude things.
Oh, she's not
Look at
lowering the
what
tone about melons.
she's boasted before about having nice, ripe, juicy melons, and now she's telling us she's about to eat fish pie. We don't need to know your private life, love.
And Slim was stuffed with meat. Oh, pie. What's going on, Dubs? See if stomach ain't right tonight. Oh, it's probably me, mate. I'm not right in the head. I'll
Yeah,
be honest with
me
you.
nice.
But yeah, if it's a top chat thing, so I'm going through the chat and yeah, I'm clicking. But obviously this is the first one I've seen in a while. So either you've not been messaging. Oh yeah, that was the one I was going to say. That's it on the live chat. If you do live chat, it should bring all of it up.
Yeah.
Live chat.
Slim told me that. So also, if you push the at symbol, that you can then find people's names really quickly, which I didn't know either. But it doesn't work on an iPad.
Typical. I can't do it on my mobile either. I put at and it don't come up. Stupid, isn't it?
It is stupid. Ginger beer. Christ, I haven't had ginger beer for years. Nice hot beer.
Yes,
there were a burger woman peeping over my shoulder. She'd get a dose of my knife, I tell you. Which I obviously would not show on camera. Ice creams in the fridge. Yeah, I was very disappointed this week that I noticed that one of my favourite products was out of stock. Lemon sorbet. Had to slum it with raspberry, but never mind.
Disgraceful. Look, Rob's a nice geezer. He paid some stranger's taxes. Some woman. I didn't even know. Did you get a date? Did you get to take her out on a date?
I would hope he got a bit more than a date if he's paid her taxes. Not that that's why he did this. He did it for kindness. I mean, I always like to help beautiful women. I help ugly ones as well, but I don't discriminate. But it means more when they're good looking, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's true, mate. That's what my original channel was going to be. Like, I was going to, I didn't realise that Thingy done it, but, what's it called? Like Mr. Beast style thing where you give money away. That's what I was going to do originally. Because where people call me Gandalf, I had the channel, but I obviously renamed it, but it was Gandalf Gives. And I was going to get to go out and about and find people, talk to people, and think, do you know what? That's some money. That was my plan. So if you all donate, give. In
a way. Is it true that plain girls are the best girlfriends? There's a good question.
I have no idea what that is on screen.
Well, Helen, having given it some thought, I suppose there's only one I would describe as being plain that I've ever seen. So, considering that the ones that weren't plain didn't tend to work out well, then perhaps you've got a point. Maybe plain is best. I don't mind plain. Plain famously was plain.
Aeroplane. Hate them.
Yes, I don't mind as long as they've got a bit of spunk about them. I'm not fussy. just have one criterion for women, that's all. They have to be extraordinary. And I think that's too much to ask. Just one little thing, yet it proves remarkably elusive. Yes, and to be honest, Helen, doesn't really matter if they're playing once the lights have been turned off.
I'm a bit confused.
One thing I can say is I know what it's like with the opposite, because my ex did modelling and things like that. You couldn't go anywhere without her getting attention from people, and that can be a bit irritating. But also at the same time, it does make you walk down the street with a massive swagger, thinking, yeah, guess what I'm doing later. So, I don't know, maybe you've got a point.
I have to ask, what are these gems? I've got gems popping up. I ain't got a clue. So 10 gems. Then I've got 2 gems, Silver Star.
I'm afraid I don't
250 Laughing Disco. What?
But I do know the one thing I really like is iced gems.
Oh, mate, yeah.
But that's got me thinking, though, Helen, now about playing. Is it? I mean, does it really, really matter ultimately about somebody's looks? Because I don't like what Jenny has just put in the chat. Not what she's actually put, but what she's trying about all these young women who have false eyelashes and false nails and chicken fillets and tattoos everywhere and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't really appeal to me. But at the same time, I don't necessarily have a set thing in mind.
I have no idea. So someone's going to have to tell me. I don't know if you're saying what they are. I ain't got a clue what they are, what they do.
I haven't.
Gems. I haven't got a clue. Somebody help me out. It's bugging me. I hate not knowing what things are.
What I will say to Helen, though, is in regards to her question about being plain, I did mention there was one who was rather plain, and I do recall at the time thinking to myself, is this what I want for the rest of my life? And I decided that it wasn't at that time. I just like people who are comfortable being themselves. That's the thing that's important for me. I don't like people that put on a front and bullshit. Just be yourself regardless of what it is.
It's a new feature on YouTube. It's a new feature. But what is it? What how do you do it?
I know what it is.
There's another 100.
I haven't got a clue.
That's crazy.
It's a vajazzle. Oh, wow. Excellent. In that case, more than here. Who's going to be doing the demonstration of the vajazzle? Any volunteers? Obviously, I'm down. It's raining gems on here. Never seen so many gems.
I'm trying to find out. Gifted gems on YouTube refer to a new feature called Jewels, which allows viewers to send virtual gifts during live streams. When viewers purchase Jewels, they can send animated gifts to creators who earn rubies as compensation. What? Each ruby is valued at $0.01. What's that? 1 cent or a penny. and creators can earn $1 for every 100 rubies received. This feature aims to enhance viewer engagement and support for creators during live streams.
Well, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah, sort of went over my head.
Yeah. But keep sending them in. The more the merrier.
Yeah, I mean, if they're only worth 1p, start get 20,000, mate.
One.
Ollie talking about 450 gems, butterfly, 20 gems. Oh, they done the same. Jenny and Ollie, 20 gems, GJs.
And if anyone wants to send me some ice gems or gems, I'm happy with either of those.
Gems for vajazzles.
Yeah. I mean, if, like I said, they're asking for a vajazzle. There's plenty of people in the chat who I'm sure would volunteer to show us.
Yeah. Oh, look, Bobby found a nice gem picture. How cool's that?
Very nice.
Pennies from heaven. YouTube copying Twitch. I don't do Twitch, so. Rob T, I can't find the gems to say. I can't. I me neither, mate.
I thought
is it in the bit?
No.
Chili. Oi, oi. Oi, oi. So, does this come up different in the chat then? What are you seeing? Are you seeing any pictures in there, are you, Jake, or what?
No, I'm just seeing just
normal chat.
Just 100 gems, 6 gems. But I'm on StreamYard.
Oh, right, yeah. So, let me open up my other window then. Let's have a look on. See what you guys see. And you actually see where it says butterfly. Do you actually see the butterfly? Does butterfly in my kitchen? Yes.
So if you put YouTube on, you might want to mute.
Oh yeah, it does. Sent oi for 100 jewels, and there's, I don't know, it looks like a banana or something. Oh yeah, picture of a little chili for 6 jewels.
I wondered why people were writing things like butterfly. I thought I was tripping for a minute. Had flashbacks from my MK Ultra days.
They sent gold coin for 10 jewels. So do they actually cost you money then, guys, or what?
No.
Mad Monkey Seeds, I'm late. Sorry. Oh, it's all right. You're forgiven. We're scatty this week.
The amount of times I have licked them bloody Green Shield stamps and co-op stamps. They're like new currency around where I lived. There was always a group of kids, including me, going around all the houses. You got any co-op stamps?
Yeah, I remember them.
You get £1 off once you fill the book in. Have I explored MK Ultra? Yes, many years ago. And Project Monarch, which was related to it, and it's supposedly modern. It's pretty shocking stuff that they did.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't know how this works, but Yes. Yeah, you pay for them in advance. Ah. I'll say, because normally me starred items, when it comes up, like gifts or whatever, I normally get probably, 2, 3, 4 or whatever. And because you guys had gone mental with the gems, it says starred 17. I've never seen so many. It's like, what?
Yes, no, Jenny, I haven't really done MK Ultra, no. No, not that I know of. when I work in the co-op
Oh,
on a Saturday, I'd give the stamps away for free to people that I knew would needed them.
no green shield stamps. All right, so you get 50 for free, and then obviously, then YouTube's like, oh yeah, then give us money. YouTube's a grifter here, not me. Oh, that
Yes,
was trying to find that
due.
out. But yeah, 1,000.
A
Oh, Rob can't.
1,000.
Crazy. That's a whole lot of gemmage.
Sure is.
Yeah, Burnhams, yeah. Oh, what about the taking the VAT off the electric? Do you know what? That's going to save you about less than £1 a week, mate. What
Yeah.
is the point? Shove it where
What
the
is?
sun doesn't shine, Burnham.
Why don't you instead cut the fucking foreign aid, cut all of those immigrants, and cut all the money you give to France and Pakistan who do fuck all to stop people coming in here, eh? Bandy bum bum. Why don't you try doing that? That told him, didn't it?
Yep. I think he's
He'll
just sat
change
down.
policy. You wait. Next time he speaks, he will back down, I assure you.
Yep, that's very true, Grace. That's why I say to people, just watch the adverts, because literally every little helps. Of course it does, in the world of not being sponsored by Tesco, but using their line.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob T's gifted a membership. Who got that? Who
Not
got
me.
that, geese? Minus £1,000, that's good. What a P take? I get about 40p a week because I can't afford to use the electric. Yeah. Yeah, because they're saying about £45 a year. Well, if there's
Wow.
52 weeks in a year, that's less than £1.
That's
You're probably getting about 75, 80p.
different. That's a big difference, isn't it?
Yeah, or
40
if you
quid.
take the when it's
That's
VAT,
enough.
VAT is always like 20%, isn't it? Nah, VAT on that 5%. Don't bother, mate. Shove it where the sun doesn't shine. Keep the money and go and buy yourself a top lip, Burnham. So I don't trust people without a top lip.
No. I don't trust him at all. He's a cuckoo. A cuckoo
Something
prime.
about him.
Well, let him try and do his shit. He's not going to get away with it. So he'll try whatever he likes.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Not my prime minister.
But yeah, that's the saying, isn't it? Not my prime minister, not my king. I see he's out and about as well. That king blagging it all up for flipping Islam again.
Arsehole. I've got an idea of something that you could do with your funds that come in. I think what you should do is hire an airplane and fly it over Bradford and Birmingham. You know, when they have those kind of flags attached to planes where there's a message on them, put a picture of Muhammad on there and just fly it above all the Muslim cities and see what they do about it. I'll tell you what they'll do about it. They'll go fucking nuts. It's what they'll do because they're too stupid. They won't be able to cope with an image of their fake prophet.
Yeah. I see what Rob T has gifted one membership, and I'm looking, but it's not telling me who it went to. Someone did actually donate one. It went to themselves, which was hilarious.
Wasn't me.
I don't know, like Helen's green, the original Big Brillo's green, Grace is green, Mad Monkey Seeds is green.
I know what we haven't talked about yet. That's very important. There's no such thing as good Muslims, Trig. Come on, behave yourself. Good Muslims. What we haven't talked about yet is, why is it that the picture of the person who was arrested in the Anne Whitaker murder doesn't look like the person who's in the photo that they've released of the supposed suspect, who then also doesn't look like the person they drew a picture of in the court today, who looked more like Freddie Mercury? What's that all about? There is no way that is the same.
Number 5 memberships. Ollie the Green Witch has cast her spell. Went to Tanya. I can't say that. Me Us Universitas. Is that right? I don't know. Jabba, Mandy Lynn, and Magdalena. Oh, I haven't seen her for a while. That bring them back, so that's good. Happy day. Oh, you've done well there, geese. Done well there, geese.
Has he done a more recent one? I saw one about a week ago. If he's done a recent one, I haven't seen it. The last one he did was good.
Is that Joak?
Yeah. And he also recommended the Avalon Library for resources. I'll put that in the chat again, because there's some stuff on there. All kinds of things that people on here I know will be.
I'll write Joak down because I need to remember that to look it up, because someone mentioned it last time, didn't they?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, and then I was like, realised that I didn't actually write it down. I could not remember what bloody anyone said. JOAC, so that'd be YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. Right, okay, I'll write that down, geese. Got that down, geese.
And then the other one is just avalonlibrary.com.
Oh, that was it. What was it? Avalon.
Avalon
Library, because that's the link you put in, wasn't it? Or you put in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was the one. Yes. I was like, afterwards, I was like, no. In my head, I was like, I will remember, and I bloody never.
Yeah, and it's got stuff on there on all kinds of different topics. Just look down and you can see all of them. Like there's a Rendlesham Forest one. There's one on British UFOs. There's one on Comet Atlas. It's not just space related either. There's also things like there's one about AIDS on there. There's stuff about COVID on there, and all kinds of stuff that I know people on here are interested in. Just have a look. It's all free.
I think I've done that one. My bad. Trying to keep up here. Let me right. So it's Avalon Library. Right. Yes. Cool. Got that. Right. I'm on it. It annoyed me. It actually annoyed me. As soon as you said that, I was like, quick, give me the paper. Because I remember you typing it in. I was like, something beginning with an A. That's all I can remember.
Yeah, I found something really interesting on there, which I haven't seen anywhere else. I researched over the last 6 months on the subject of Rendlesham, which is that they had on Avalon Library security manual for the US Air Force Police, which is really interesting because it meant that what I could do is I could look at all of the different times when things are supposed to have happened, and I can match it against the known security procedure so I can see what they were actually doing, and I can follow the thinking behind the investigation. And that was really interesting. For a second then, sorry, I thought that said you can black yourself. I was going to say, that's what AI is fantastic. You can just get blacked up. But I realised it said block.
You get done for racism.
Imagine that though, if you could just black yourself up.
You'll get banned by YouTube as well. A van conversion sounds interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I'd get on with that sort of thing. A van. It would be difficult for me because I'd have to make sure I had my medication around and things like that, the routines. I don't know if I'd be able to do that in a van. But it sounds like fun, just going wherever the fuck you want. I mean, I'd love to do that, for example. Just, I'd go in the afternoon, just say, let's just fuck off somewhere and go and somewhere nice, peace and quiet,
Yeah.
in the country, no one else there.
I'd like to literally go around, like from where I am in Portsmouth, go all the way around, go up, go into Wales, all the way up Scotland, back down. That'd be cool. Actually see
Yeah,
our countries.
it would be cool. One thing I've meant to do but I've never done is canoe the river because it's kind of, we're not that far from the source. It's quite small where I live and slow, and it just meanders around the town in this sort of oxbow shape. So you can canal along it, sorry, not canal, canoe along it very, very easily. Up until where it gets much better, which is in the town where I live. Because here you get all the fancy bods, because where the river gets to, you've also got the Norfolk Broad starts in my town as well, even though I'm in Suffolk.
That's what I have to
But
do. Christian
I
and Muslim travel the UK.
think if I were going to have convert a van, I would have to forego the van and say no, all day us. Do out one of them, that would be good. As long as I get all upstairs to myself.
Oh, that's cool. 16-seater, so it's a decent sized minibus then. Been converted over the last couple of weeks, last 3 weeks. Bus went from Bristol to Dover. Oh.
Fun. I hope you went and sent some of the buggers back from Dover. So I can't
That's
think of
cool.
any other reason to go to Dover. It's a shithole.
I thought I did the whole of the South Coast. Nice. It's quite good, the South Coast, Dave. Taking in, especially where I am, Portsmouth and
Yeah, I don't really
Southampton.
know. I know Kent and Sussex, and I've been to Devon and Cornwall, but I've never been Portsmouth or Southampton or Isle of Wight places. Nor have I ever been
Yeah.
any further north than Manchester. No, yes, sorry, I've been to Liverpool. That's the furthest north. No, actually, no, I've been to the Lake District. That's the furthest north.
Oh, I've been to the Lake District. Lake Windermere.
Yeah, it's up there.
I went there for the Scout Ham Jam many years ago. Many years ago.
Captain went to Canterbury. Very nice. I understand. That's why you need to have the van. That's great. Did you go to Rochester, where I used to live? A lot of tourists go there because of the cathedral and the Victorian associations.
I was going to say, yeah, Rob, Fabian Society. I never heard about that. I think it was that Michael when he was on, first one to mention it. And then I think Electrodoc mentioned it a couple of times, so I had to look it up. But yeah, I'd never
Fabian
heard of it.
is essentially a group of people rich people, obviously, who were socialists, who wanted to create a socialist party for Britain so that they could then get their ideas into Parliament. And so they essentially were, how can I put it? They essentially started the Labour Party. They were behind that. So people who are members of the Labour Party are members of the Fabian Society. And some people think that there's some sort of conspiracy theory that if people are involved in Fabian Society, then that means that they're involved in all sorts of other nefarious activities. But to be perfect honest, I just think that it's something that it's just like a club that they join. I don't think there's anything more sinister to it than that. And that's what I was talking to Richard about, because he said there was, and I asked him, well, what of their plans can we see now that have actually happened that we can directly attribute to Fabian Society? Because we say they influenced the Labour Party, we can say they therefore influenced things like the welfare state, the NHS, all that sort of thing. That's true. We know that when they started, they were wanting to formulate a new society. That is true. And that some of them believed that you'd have to justify your existence every 5 years, otherwise you weren't worth keeping. All of those things, yes, they are true, but that doesn't mean that they're true now. People believe that today. The 22, would that be the Club of Rome or that sort of thing? I don't believe in any of that sort of stuff, I'm afraid, Pouncy, because human nature encourages us to think atoms. Actually, Triggered Christian, their logo isn't a wolf in sheep's clothing. They've changed it recently. It was, you're right. But I think there's a tendency amongst us to think based in pattern. And so it makes perfect sense for there to be in the center of this web of intrigue, for there to be a spider. But that isn't how it works. Instead of having a spider there, what we really have is get rid of the idea of a spider. You just have lots of different webs. And that's where power resides. There isn't a central core to it that holds everything together. There's not a group of elites that around people and decide how the world is going to work. If they did, they're not doing a very good job of it. Certainly align with one another, but that's why they're always disagreeing with things. But it's very easy to think like that, and I can see why people think like that. But I don't. For me, that doesn't really add up. I mean, there's a number of reasons, for example, why Starmer and his attitudes were so wrong in government. It wasn't all to do with him being a member of the Fabian Society. That could be an aspect of it, be one strand amongst all of his badness, but that would go alongside all of the other parties that he's involved in as well, like the World Economic Forum. The World Economic Forum is, well, it says it's a forum. It's not somewhere where people go and it gets dictated to, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. What happens is it's where people go and network and meet other people, and that's where you find the power comes from. People meeting, arranging deals, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's soft power. Clergy plan, yeah, I've heard of that one. That's absolute bollocks as well. It's true that some bloke called Kalergi wrote something. The actual theory behind it isn't what he wrote. Again, it's a conspiracy, much like the protocols of the Elders of Zion, all of that sort of stuff. I don't believe a word in it. Don't believe a word of Freemason conspiracies either.
I was going to say, I did put a post up on my thingy asking whether to carry on the same or just do reviews or just do reviews and news or just do reviews and politics. So if you see that in the post, in my post, the community thing, if you want to vote, 3 people have voted and they've all said to stay the same. So I was only asking because obviously for this very reason on screen. How does this channel survive with the pitiful views you get? Well, thanks for rubbing it in. I appreciate it. It makes me feel really good. But
Yeah.
I do it for the money, so I don't give a shit about the money. And I've just literally come back from about a week off, so YouTube's really slow. And it likes to shadow ban when I talk about certain things in politics and Islam. Because it's an arsehole.
Yeah. I'm not sure that I agree there is a club and that we're not in. I agree that we're not in it, that's for sure, but I don't think it's a simple club that people are either in or they're not in. because there are people who are in clubs that can't get into other clubs, for example. Now, somebody that would have access to all of the clubs is someone that's very, very dangerous and someone who you'd want on your team, which is exactly why they employed Peter Mandelson. No worries, Uncle Bob. Peter Mandelson was connected to everyone, had dirt on everyone because he was connected to them, because of all the clubs that they were in. So it's not the case that it's just membership of a club means that you get certain privileges. It's far more complicated than that, I think. Although that the WEF does train future leaders, that's true, it does do that. It does have a vision, and it is a network for people to promote that vision, but it isn't a area where people get dictated to. Certainly that comment that is often referred to them about you will learn nothing and be happy is not one of their policies. It comes from an essay that was written by some Danish woman, and it was a thought piece rather than an actual policy. It was just a hypothetical. But it's come to be something that we understand as being a horrible vision of a socialist future, and also something that's true as well, because look at how many things now we're not actually own, and how many things are subscription based, for example, or rent based. That's exactly what it means about owning nothing, being. And I agree about the views there. Who cares about the views? It's the good people over here that's important. People like the Lady Georgiana, Duchess of Devonshire, who I'm glad to see is here.
Yes, I mean, if I was doing this for a living, I probably would have lost my house, my car, my missus, my dog. So take the hint. It's about community and quality, not quantity. Literally, I mean, I was doing more streams, so I could earn more money, and I was doing like a stream every single day, and I was like, do you know what? It was starting to take it out of me, and I wasn't doing my painting. I was getting stressed for some reason. I
Yeah,
thought I don't want that depression crap coming back, so I thought, right, we'll do 4 a week, and I'll do some
yeah,
painting, and that's what I'm doing at the moment.
yeah.
But when the channel does hit 10,000 subscribers or more, I'll be adding days, so I'll end up doing 7 days a week anyway. But that's so not everyone can be around on a certain day, work, life commitments, or whatever. But if I'm every
Yeah.
day, at least people can go, oh, I can watch Wiz today. Oh, I can watch Wiz today, and it'll be cushy. So yeah, happy days, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I like the ones at 1 o'clock. When I know it's normally about the time when I'm finishing my morning's work, I'm about to have a nap, and I like it when I can see, oh, Wiz is on. Come in, have a chats with people in here, and then go and have a nap. That for me works perfectly. But other people,
Yeah,
for example, be at work.
I'm thinking of adding Saturday already at 1 o'clock. So I like Saturday. Saturday's a nice day. Like the grandkids and that come round, and then they do what they do. You know what I mean? They go out with their dad and whatever. So I'm sort of twiddling my thumbs. Sometimes I'll do a bit of painting, but there's normally a lot going on the weekend or protest or something. So we could all tune
Yeah.
into that. So I am thinking of adding Saturday at 1 o'clock. So if that time is good for you guys, let me know, and then I shall see about weaseling it in there, and we'll add the day. But yeah, definitely a summertime, it's going to always drop, and it did drop as well, to be honest. When the sun come, you can see. But I get that, and like I say, I'm not relying on this, that, or anything else to get me through, or anything. I mean, if I sat here and I'm live to maybe 5 people, say, then so be it. I'm not going to stop doing it because I enjoy it. And those 5 people might need this channel as much as I need them, as a way of, just being more than what we are. So it's all
Absolutely,
good.
yeah. It made my day when I saw that Slim had gone out and been reading The Miller's Tale. That's fantastic. Where else could
Yeah.
I start with somebody a text from the 13th century and say, yeah, you should read this, and they actually go and do it?
Yeah, that's it. I was watching Paul the other day. I messaged him actually because I hadn't spoke to him for ages, and I watched his channel, but I've not been typing in that. And I just said, "Sorry, mate, just so you know, like my brain went and having a moment." And he's like, "I've been feeling a bit like that lately." So it gets to us all. And I like Paul. I know not everyone does, but I like him. He comes across on YouTube like is hot on his sleeve. This is it. This is what I think. This is my view. You may or may not agree, but this is it. And I like people like that. And I've got nothing but respect for Paul Thorpe. I like him. I know not
I
everyone
have a
likes
problem.
Richard Inman, but he's similar.
I've spoken to Paul on his show. He was perfectly fine to me. He seems like he's all right. Sometimes I think, he gets things wrong like all. He
Yeah,
knows that
I
he's,
mean, I'll probably get things wrong. Do you know what I mean? Don't we all? But
but
if we got everything
he
right, wouldn't it be stupid and boring?
and he admits that he's made mistakes. And I think that one of the things that Paul didn't realise is what effects it would have on him getting into politics. That seriously would have on him and his private life, and I think that really took him by surprise. But I'm not so keen on Richard Inman myself. He comes across, when the few occasions I've seen him, could be, but he came across as a real know-all, and I just didn't like his attitude.
Yeah, a few people have said that about him, but
Like I say, I might
but
have got it
Carol, I
wrong.
love you too. And Bloomin', have a day off Saturday. What are you doing working on a Saturday? What I am planning is then eventually to add the Friday, and what I'm going to do is go from Tuesday to Sunday, and then I have the Monday off, and then Tuesday to Sunday. That's what I'm looking to add. And on certain days, like say Saturday at 1 o'clock, I might even then add, say Saturday at 7. So I do an evening,
Yeah.
but I try to keep on who's doing what and when, because I stopped doing Wednesday nights because Richie and Rogue were live on a Wednesday, and I don't want to conflict with them. So out of respect for
Oh,
them, I took my
yeah.
Wednesday and made it 1 p.m.
That reminds me as well, for those who aren't sure about any timings or anything like that, if you go to post on Wiz's channel, it always tells you what time the next show is on there.
Always there, geese. It's all good in the hood.
So if you're not sure,
Right,
just go to posts, and it should say what the next one is going to be.
yeah. I try to I do try to post like before each one. Do you know what I mean? So it's like they'll be like, "Oh yes," but I
And
do
this
forget
time,
sometimes. But it's on my channel anyway. They're all up beforehand.
oh dear, my view why this channel is on the decline is the extreme views of racist Jake. He is the reason people decide not what to watch. Well, if people think I'm a racist, so be it. I am. If people don't want to watch, that's up to them, isn't it? You can't please everybody.
How on earth racism? Where's the racism though? It's not extreme views of racist Jake, is it? I mean, blimey, I'm the one that do it about bloody Islam and saying that Muhammad's a paedophile and marrying a 6-year-old and raping her when she's 9 and making Aisha scrape his, like certain sexual juices from his clothing before prayer, which was their stuff. I mean, blimey.
I'm really upset now. She's really hurt my feelings.
Well, it would be handy that if you were actually racist, though, wouldn't it?
I might have to go and have a lie down. It's really taking it out of me, Wiz. I feel overwhelmed.
Yeah. Yeah,
Catherine,
the thing is, like,
fuck off.
Yeah, yeah, in the nicest way.
Grace has said, Grace quite rightly pointed out, she wouldn't be here if I weren't saying things like that.
Yeah, but like, if you're racist, one, you wouldn't even be here, and two, you wouldn't actually be here.
I wouldn't have managed to get very far in my teaching career as a racist. But I am going to add it to what else have I had? Far right thug was another one. Intellectual snob, another one. I'm proud of all of them.
Yeah, but that's just hilarious. But yeah,
And
I mean,
also,
blimey. The reason why Jake comes back is because he's more intelligent than me, and we have good conversations, and he sort of what's the word? Like he sort of gels with people in chat as well as me, and we get a good old groupy conversation going, and I like that.
yeah,
So I don't care. What it says. I like
and
Jake, so shut your face.
also, you can't please everyone. And as far as I'm concerned, the word racist is the new term of racial abuse that's being used against white people. It is the equivalent of Paki for white people, because only white people can be racist. So anyone who uses the term racist, as far as I'm concerned, instantly is delegitimized. And also, Catherine, try and spell your name properly next time. You missed the R out.
I know. That was my next thing. I was like, it bugs me every time. Last time I went caffeine because there's no R. But yeah, it's probably a Muslim in disguise,
Probably is.
isn't it?
Sharky, that's a good question. Have I seen any good movies recently? You're having a laugh, aren't you? I can't watch a film. I don't think I can get 20 minutes into a film without falling into a sleep. I try.
I like the way
But
you. I like I like the way you've done that, J Dubs. That's good. I like it.
it's
Yeah,
good.
well, I want to watch that new one, Stephen King, the Alien one.
What, Disclosure Day?
That's it. Yeah, I want to watch that because I watched the other one, Nope. Have you seen that? Nope.
Nope.
That's weird.
I don't like
mate, that's
modern
weird.
films. I don't like
Nah,
them.
mate, this is weird as F. Like the magnetization of that weird stuff, mate. Oh, I tell you, I think the only bad thing about it, for some strange reason, they had to put electric bikes in it. I think it was electric motorbikes or something.
Hmm.
But mate,
Well,
it was that weird. I was glued to it, and I was quite surprised because I thought, I'll watch it on enough chance. It's like you, it's new. It's just all the old stuff. But oh, look at this, a bit of tech and a bit of AI and a bit of CGI and all this crap. And I
I hate
sat
that.
through the whole thing, and I was like, wow, that was actually better than I thought. So I would recommend you trying to watch it. Whether you like it or not, it's up to you. But
Have you
I'm not.
watched, because I don't think I asked you one actually, have you watched Citizen Kane? Sorry, Citizen Vigilante.
No, I haven't.
This shit.
There's a
That's
reason
all
why.
there is to say about it. It's really bad film. The acting's terrible. The idea is good, but the acting is dreadful. The way it's done is dreadful. It's painful to watch. I won't bother. But some people loved it.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things. Thing is, though, right? I'm quite old-fashioned, right? I can have 50 people say it's good, and then X amount say it's bad. I don't listen to none of them because I haven't seen it. I will wait until I've tried to watch it, and then I can have an opinion. So just because 99 out of 100 people like or dislike a certain thing, I will be like, well, you're not me, so I need to watch it. And if I do or
I
I don't, then that's to me. But I can't take other people's words for anything. I'm like, give me a chance,
yeah,
I'll watch it myself, and I'll tell you.
I just don't like all the CGI. Yes, you are entitled to express your free speech, Catherine, and I do respect that. And it's fine when I deride Muslims, but when you receive pushback, you want to ban. No, I didn't try and ban you. That's not the case at all. I had no fault, no problem with you expressing your free speech whatsoever. I fully respect that. What you should do is respect my free speech to say whatever I like you're not doing. And if you don't like it, then fuck off. It's not a problem for me.
What you said wasn't pushback. You were sort of making statements. That's not pushback. And why have you put deride Muslim? So are you actually a Muslim male hiding behind a white blonde female picture? Because
Could
like
well
Muslims pray to a dead paedophile in Medina. I mean, who prays to a paedophile?
I would suggest, Catherine, what you should do is make sure you're going to make a statement that you've got your facts correct, because there was no pushback that came from me whatsoever. I didn't say I was going to ban you at all. In fact, I think you'll find that it was Jenny that said she was going to ban you, and that's entirely up to her as one of the mods. No, if you don't like a robust discussion about ethnicity, Catherine, then I really think...
She said you could leave or I could ban you as like options, because like, you know, there's no one here other than the so-called capping with no R saying what they're saying, and there's no reason for it. And that's why we got mods, because we don't need people saying things like that. I mean, try get a YouTube channel going. Bloody well hard.
Or I have another suggestion. If Catherine really has a problem, really thinks that I have racist views, then why doesn't she come up on the stage and discuss it in a respectful adult way? I haven't seen Temple and do that.
That's it, Rob. I mean, free speech. So that's what we have. Bobby here. He's a Muslim. We debated whatever, and you know that's been and gone. We can't keep debating the same things over again. But he still hangs around, and that, you know, we're reasonable. We're not nasty. We know we debate, we discuss. But I mean, whether we agree or disagree, we're adults. We can all shake hands and leave and respect each other for who we are and for what we may think, feel, or our opinion. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah. I don't mind people having different opinions. I don't mind people saying things. But make sure that you've got the facts correct, please.
Yes. Definitely. Yep.
Catherine.
Yeah, literally go to Iran and hell. Well said, Rob. No.
Yeah. There's plenty of room for your Islam in Syria. Go and live there.
Oh, Party Pants used to be on here. I don't know why. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on here, but it seems that a lot of the community have been to a particular channel that doesn't seem to be there now, and I think that there's a sense of loss now that they haven't got that place to go and have that sense of community, which is a real shame because it was a place to go.
It's strange, though. Hopefully she'll be back. Maybe she turned it all off. She's having a break for a week and she'll switch it all back on, maybe reactivate it. I mean, don't forget, YouTube can be absolute bananas about stuff. I mean, is there any reason for them in anything that was said for YouTube to actually sort of take the channel? Normally you get like a week ban, or I got a 7-day ban, didn't I?
You get 3 strikes, don't you?
Yes. And they've got to be like, my one's gone now, so I'll start again from 0.
Yeah.
So.
Yes, I put in a couple of strikes against the channels.
Yeah, but you know.
I don't know whether they worked or not.
It's a shame though. Hopefully it's all cushy and she'll be back. Do you know what I mean? Because she was on here for a bit, and obviously I gave her channel a shout out, as has Paul Thorpe.
Yeah. It is a shame because there was a really good community there. I mean, I think it was only yesterday I was there myself at about 11 o'clock. Nelly, we don't use that name here. Come on, you know that. We never use that name. We can't use that name, but give that individual publicity.
She closed it down. Why would she do that then?
And Mad Monkey Seeds has a really good point here. He says, I hate what his religion makes him do. I don't see a problem in what he's saying there. Bobby doesn't have a problem with our views, but he wouldn't come here.
Yeah. But yeah, it's basically right. We're going 2 hours. That's happy days. I was thinking, we'll get a good hour and a half out of the first one. But what we need to do, ladies and gents, like on every single Tuesday, it's literally anything that you want. Like the mods can actually put up links should like you type whatever, and they can put the link up. It might be a video clip. It might be a certain subject. It could be something that's in the news. I can Google it. We can bring it up on screen. Then Jake and I can discuss, and you can in the chat, or you may, as it's a Tuesday, you choose to want to come up. So you say, like, give me the link. I want to talk about this with you and Jake. And then you can come up and we'll talk about it. That's what we're going to actually build up with Tuesdays.
Or if you wanted to do something to do with literature, I can do that as well if you like. If you've got any questions about that, I can tell you about a literary type or recommend some books, or I can give you a summary of what happens in things. You can pretend you've read it and sound more clever, that kind of thing.
There you go. Literally, absolutely anything you choose. So it can be as random as you like. Because what I can do is, like, when these are finished, I can actually change the title to make it something, more suitable to what we have discussed. Like this one, I'll probably just keep it the same because we mentioned Andy Burnham and that'll probably be good for the algorithm. But we'll see. But yeah, so literally anything you like.
What I think is important is that there are lots of different people here. Each one brings something different, brings different experiences, brings different knowledge. And, we should try and use all of our talents and skills as best that we can and put them to the best use. If somebody has got a skill and we can find a way to help them use it, then obviously we'll do that and exploit what skills we've got as well.
Yeah. That's that Danny Tomo and Ali Dawa. Well, next Tuesday. Or even Sunday, actually. It's a call in. I don't know what we're doing, actually. That'll probably be more.
We spoke about that trigger.
Is that the video? Is there actual video? Because we maybe reviewed that on Thursday, couldn't we?
There is a video, but it's not really worth watching, to be honest. But a lot of background noise, and the two of them just shout over each other the whole time.
Oh, okay.
Maybe we can, but
no. If it's whatever, do you know what I mean? If you've seen parts or heard of, then that's fair enough. I don't want any. I'm not doing it just for the sake of it. It sounds like it could be interesting, but if it's not actually a proper discussion and the sound's all crap, then no. I'm really I'm quite I ain't watching this. Do you know what I mean? I'm very much like that. So we'll look for something else. So that's not a problem. What is today? Tuesday. Oh, so tomorrow at 1 o'clock with the news roundup. We'll see what's going on. That's probably involved Bloom and Andy Burnham again, won't it? The news and Anne Widdecombe and whatnot. So, we're talking about the news. So, anything in the news that you want to talk about, jump in the chat tomorrow as well. Add that in.
We could, because I know people in here like to have a quiz. We could always do something like that.
What, do the whiz quiz?
The whiz quiz.
On what days? What days is ideal for a whiz quiz?
Oh, I don't know what day. It's something to think about.
Yeah, I'll write that down. Whiz quiz sounds quite cool, doesn't it? Whiz quiz. It'll be about news and that. I think Jake could be good at doing some questions as well. Making more work for yourself, mate.
I didn't say I was going to do the questions.
Yeah, quick, reel it in. Whoa, hang on, Nelly. But yeah, I'll look for some. I'll make them really hard in all the questions, so you're all like, But yeah. But
any suggestions that you've got that will help Wiz and his channel, they're all going to be seriously and considered.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, I think of anything. It's what you guys like to do or whatever. So, but yeah, a quiz would need to be in the evening, Helen. You're definitely right on that one. You know what I mean, with people and that. So we'll see, because we can always try one and that. But I need to see, because if it takes too much to get all the blooming questions, I mean, how many questions do we need? 20?
Well, they used to do a quiz at Rochester Grammar School once a week, and that to take about half an hour, and it was about 25 questions. And I know it took fucking ages to do because I know the bloke who did it. But what they used to do, it was quite good actually. I liked when they did the quiz. They put really hard questions in there, but they also put things like puzzles or pictograms and strange sort of like, what are they called? Word searches, things like that. Had all different ways of them thinking, and it was good. And all the different forms, they would take it seriously and try and outdo the other forms as well. Obviously, my form always cheated, but all of them.
So, but I mean, how would it work? Like, what do people have to put whatever answer they think in the blooming chat, and how do you go through the answers? When do you reveal the answers? As you go?
I mean, you can find loads of quizzes online and just do it that way, but I'll think.
No, but how would you actually do it for people to answer the question, and then when would you reveal the answer? Because
yeah, we wouldn't. I don't know if we'd be able to do it with the audience involved. I think that might make it complicated, and we wouldn't know if they were cheating.
Yeah, but I mean, I might, do a question, and then obviously the answer could be what they put whatever in the answer, and then you reveal the answer and see who got it right, and then move on to the next question.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea. It was thinking aloud.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that one. Do you know what I mean? See how we can work it. Otherwise, people are, they want the quiz. They have to come up on screen and do it.
Yeah, and also it'd be good to see more people come up on the stage as well.
Definitely.
There are a few people who have been considering dipping their grubby little toes in the water, so I'm glad to see that. I know that Nellie's desperate to come on here and talk. Not desperate in any other way, of course.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice to hear from Grace and her wonderfully wise words.
Yeah, the first person with the correct answer wins the points. And then who's got the most at the end? That's probably a good way of doing it. Yep, I like that, Pouncy Geese. That's good.
And
isn't it?
we had Helen on the stage as well, where he had a great conversation about Grace.
Yeah, it'd be good. The quiz master.
The Whiz Master.
The Whiz Master, that's it.
I like the suggestion here, which is wearing cravats and smoking pipes in gentleman's lounge.
Yeah.
Drinking gin and tonic. Yes,
man talk. How sexist. Did you just say what I think you said? Have you just got me demonetized?
I just got you demonetized. Damn it. I didn't say it. I said truth. It won't get you demonetized.
We'll see. We'll find out.
It won't. Trust me, it'd be great. Cravats. Be fantastic.
Show.
A talent show. Well, we have got lots of different
cooking show.
Who's good at cooking on here? There must be someone who can make good, for example. Show us their creativity.
Yeah, edit out. Yeah, blooming out, Jake. God's sake.
Yes, I know. I'm terrible.
That means, it'd be so annoying. I'll just forget. It's 2 hours in.
It won't get you money.
If I'm not here tomorrow at 1 and you can't find my
Blame.
channel, you've got a 7-day ban.
It'll be my fault.
But I'll be on. What I will do is I'll be on the Wizards World channel. I'll be on that.
And I will be groveling. Please don't hit me anymore. Please don't.
But you cost me a whole week. That's it.
You made me have racist thoughts. I'm not even a racist, but she turned me into one.
That's crazy. But yeah, anyway. Right. 2 hours, 10 minutes. We've been going ages. I bet pill o'clock. Got to take my pills. Happy days. Well, that was a good one.
Yeah.
Random.
Yeah.
But obviously next week, like you say, any videos, whatever, you guys, literally, it's called Tuesday. You got to choose. You got to choose whatever the discussion is. So, you know, get your thinking hats on. You got a week to decide, and then let us know in the chat when we go live. We say all the hellos and say, oh, I want to talk about this, and oh, talk about that. And I'll make me little notes, and then we'll go through them and we discuss them. Simples.
Yeah. If there's something that you don't know about that you want researching, for example, then ask. If I've got time beforehand, I'll look into it. But obviously, don't ask me on the day to do it.
No, that would just be a bit like, but other stuff you can ask because I can just Google it and we can bring it up on screen. So that's not a problem. So it's all good.
Yeah.
It's all happy days. And you got my nice new background little space.
Listen to that cigar and whiskey lounge. How good does that sound?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I'm gonna have a. Oh, I'm asking. I'm actually asking Google.
No, I'm not interested in the trigger. It's too religious for me.
Using racial slurs like the N-word on a YouTube live stream is considered hate speech and can lead to content removal, strikes, and even channel termination.
Yeah, but they've got to find out it's been done first.
With their AI algorithm.
Well, there's nothing saying knickers. Will be fine.
Live streams containing such language can be terminated immediately, and affected viewers may also report the incident through YouTube's reporting system.
Look, I reported somebody for 3 days of non-stop harassment and all kinds of slurs and foul language, and YouTube didn't do anything about it. So I very much would be surprised if they did over one word.
Yeah, this includes. What about even the content of it? It's using a racist slur during a live stream falls under this prohibition and is considered a violation of hate speech and harassment rules.
Yes, but that would only be if it were directed at somebody.
That's what I mean. It doesn't say.
Just generally saying a word in a general context cannot possibly be considered hate speech. Because what it's really designed for, if you think about it, is if you've got a live stream, you know when like people get angry on there and start shouting at each other, and if someone then calls something, that's what it's aimed at. Or people that do channels that constantly make that sort of content that use that sort of language, and that's. But it doesn't. There aren't content like that.
Yeah. I'll see.
Yes, there's a special forces team on the way. Anti-racists. Antifa are outside my house.
Because it takes a while to get all loaded up as well. So, like, before I can even get on there to actually say edit it, do you know what I mean? So that sucks. I might just delete the video.
I would be very surprised if anything came of it. But yeah, I mean, that's your other option, isn't it? Or just cut out the last half an hour or something.
Yeah, I'll have a look after. It takes about 24 hours for it to all load up as well. So,
Yeah.
you know, before I can even do anything, it could go, oh, yeah, we've seen it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know what like.
It's ridiculous because you can say cunt as much as you like, and that's far worse.
Yeah. Thing is, though, we can build whatever. I can make it private. I can edit it and then make it public again. So there might be a way around it. So we'll see.
Yeah, if it's used in a general context as it was, I don't think that there's anything they can do about it.
No, that's what I mean. That's what I was thinking in my head. Like, sure, it's got to be the context of the situation, but on that it says, like, regardless of context, like using whatever could be harmful and hate speech and blah blah, and has legal repercussions. And so,
put in the chat title of an author who wrote a book which is called that particular word. It's really, really good. It explains the history of the word, how it became offensive. It explains different court people have tried to justify things like violence because they've been called that, and courts have said no. It's got lots of examples of hoax cases, things like that. And it really is fascinating just to read about this word that was just literally a noun until about 100 years ago. So even during the slavery era, that word wasn't considered bad. That was just a word. Yeah, Randall Kennedy, the strange case of, and then it's that particular word. I agree with Uncle Bob, what he's just got to say there. Don't spread it.
Yeah, that's, yeah, it's just annoying because, like, I remember last time that 7-day ban, like, so annoying. I was like, oh, lucky I've got a different channel so I can do something. But yeah, but you know, it's got to be context, surely. I mean, realistically, do you know what I mean? But anyway, it's what it is. We'll find out.
Like I say, it's designed for people live streams saying that sort of thing, or channels that are deliberately creating content that's overtly racist. It's not.
Yeah, it says, like, you know, it can pick it up in the live stream straight away. So, you know, YouTube's got stuff. So the fact we're still live now.
Yeah. But still, we've done over 2 hours with no sort of focus whatsoever. And we did it.
I'm sure it'll be good. So I'll find out tomorrow once it's all loaded up and done its thing and God knows what, then we'll find out. Yeah, we're going as well, Grace. Don't you worry. It's all good. So you take it easy.
Good to see you all, and thanks for long. I really appreciate having the opportunity to speak to people, and it's always a privilege and a pleasure. So thanks, Wiz, and thanks to all in that.
Not Take a problem, mate.
See you later.
See you later. And don't forget, we're back Wednesday at 1. Wednesday, tomorrow, 1 o'clock. It's all good. So that was an interesting one. And don't forget, every Tuesday is literally Tuesday, like CHOOSE. Oh, why do I have to use it like that? So you choose. So remember, and you took a Christian, any like video clips or whatever, get ready, get them in. And then, you know, we'll go through it. It's happy days. Yeah, squeaky bum time. Uh-oh. But that's what we do every Tuesday. You can literally decide what we do, whatever news, whatever. It's happy days. So, yeah, give us links to a video, you know, as long as it's not too long. You want us to review it, anything you like on a Tuesday. But tomorrow, don't forget, obviously, Wednesday, Wizard Wednesday. It's for the news. I need to get a thumbnail up and everything. I'll do that in the morning. But we'll get that up. We'll be doing the news at 1 o'clock. And then Thursday, I will be finding a video. Jake and I will be reviewing it with you guys, so we can all go through it and have a giggle and do what we do. So happy days. So thanks to every single one who've been watching. Thank you to Ali the Green Witch and Robert for the gifting of the super chats. Super chats, the memberships, and then we've got super chat also from Robert, Dylan, and the Sharky. Thank you very much for helping with the channel, etc. With your generosity, I really do appreciate it. So everybody, take it easy, live the dream. The alien watching you, can you see it? Happy days. But I will be back Wednesday, 1 o'clock with the news. But for now, ladies and gents, like I say at the end of every single video, that is the wizard's words.